Like I just started it. Is it coming out? Oh, so you hear music?
No, but it picked you up saying, is it coming out?
So no music, but there is microphone audio. That one's interesting. Okie dokie. So clearly there's some audio issues. Oh, wait, no. I had it at low volume. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. So I put the microphone back on. I got my studio mic back on. I forgot to put it back on volume. All right. Hold on. Let's see here. All right. I'm gonna be right back, like 2 seconds, as I'm trying to test it. Okay, so that should get. There should be some music playing now. Anyone in the chat, please confirm. And let me make sure it's not coming out here, so I don't hear it. What? That's done. Oh, oops, wrong ones. Okay, there we go. So I have to mute my external speakers. Chat, let me know if you can hear both my audio and chill, soothing sounds of whatever this is. Because this is gonna continue. I'm not stopping. Like, because Now that that's out of the way, it's good to lower it a bit. Oh, okay. All right, let me know if that's better. I lowered the background audio. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna continue because today I'm drawing something inspired by someone dear and close to me, inspired to them by someone close to them, and also festive because holidays. Speaking of, I will be taking a holiday break for next week and the following week. So I will resume streaming in January. I know I was out for so long already. But here I go again, taking some time off because woo! Alright. Let me put the chat up because I can't, otherwise I'm looking at it on OBS and it's teeny tiny. And then I don't see what's happening. Okay, there we go. Now I can at least see it. There's a way I can pop this up in a different yeah, okay. That's how I can pop it out. Alright. Perfect. So my idea today is I'm gonna draw a teeny tiny frog. Probably based on a frog that I've already created on this channel. I can't remember if we settled on the name Gerald or Harold. But we're gonna draw that little frog, and we're gonna put him with a little Christmas tree and some mushrooms because this year my Christmas tree is gonna be mushrooms because I really like mushrooms. I want a little woodland Christmas tree. Nope. Oh, ooh, too far back. Too far back. Here we go. So I'm gonna try to quickly do the whole thing between now and the end of the stream, which is scheduled to finish at some point. I don't know what time. I don't even know what I did for myself, so. But let's get started. So I'm gonna start with a quick sketch today. So yeah, today's gonna be a change from what I've been doing because usually, if you haven't watched, I'll be working on stuff and sort of chatting along and explaining my process. But today I'm just gonna take it easy. But if you've watched my previous what am I doing? If you watched my previous streams and you have questions, or if you have questions about Procreate or no, set as default. There we go. We've changed all these settings. Hi. Yeah, if you have questions on Procreate or digital art as a whole, drawing, life, if you have life questions, I'm here. Gosh, I love talking. Just talking to myself most of the time. But I will, I'm here. I'm here to answer. I'm here to chat. That's why I started putting the audio and the back on the streams, because before there was only one audio stream every other week. So, ooh, I have this. By the way, I got this really nice desktop stand. I'm gonna show it off in case anyone is interested in getting a desktop stand for your iPad. I got it because I was looking for something that would hold it high up while I was drawing, so I can, you know, gotta maintain the posture. But it's really hard to open it up, so it's sturdy. It's not gonna buckle while you're drawing, which I like. I do tend to put it away, so getting it back to where it needs to be without like passing. Oh, what did I do? Accidentally. See, there we go. Come on, reconnect. Okay, let's reconnect. Alright. Perfect, so let's get started. So I'm thinking, I don't know if I'm gonna do some thumbnail sketches, right? If anybody is interested in illustration, just so you know, thumbnail sketches are very important because they really help you sort of plan out your piece. And the idea of thumbnail sketches is that you're not necessarily trying to get very like a lot of details in it. Thumbnail sketches are just for you to sort of work on the composition, placement, angles, and it's almost like taking notes of your ideas visually for art. Oh, let me move this because it's itching my ear. It's like I've never worn headphones before in my life. There we go. So something like this, I think. Just do a fat little tree. A fat little froggle. But I want to be able to see his face. So I think this is cute. But I won't be able to see most of his face because I want him to be wearing a little Santa hat. Maybe a scarf. And he's putting up a little ornament. Oh gosh, that's gonna be cute. I did say I wanted mushrooms. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Either. Okay, so let's see. Let's do a nice little wide mushroom cap here. And just to make the composition interesting, instead of this, I'm just going to talk composition. So this is a very deadpan composition. It's a 2D, it's flat, there's no angle, you can't really see if it's coming in from the top or from the bottom. And something that I was taught when I was taking illustration classes, if you want to practice some more interesting compositions, think of bird's eye view, worm's eye view, meaning view from the top, view from the bottom, and always try to push the most dramatic angles on your thumbnail sketches. Chances are it's not going to work out. You might find something good like somewhere in between, but it gets your brain going. And when you're doing that, maybe something completely outside of what you're trying or outside of what you're testing out comes into your mind and you're like, oh wow, wait, this might be a really good idea. So if I'm gonna sort of like verbalize what I'm coming up in my head while I'm thinking here, right? I'm thinking just do something flat, at least at first to start, because this sort of helps me come up with something. But then, you said decorating a mushroom, and I'm thinking, oh, well, something from really high up. The mushrooms may be higher. And if we do like a really tall mushroom, and he's here, right, decorating the mushroom, or trying to, let's say the mushroom's too tall for him, he's a teeny tiny frog and he needs a little step stool to do it. Oh my god, this is coming out so cute already. Okay. So this might be a good idea to start with, right? You're thinking simple basic compositions. Now what if I want to sort of like push it? Maybe I could do a more dramatic angle on the mushroom. Something from here. And then maybe I can show more of him, because now I'm showing him from the bottom. Oh, it's gonna come out a little weird. It's gonna be like if I'm standing under the floor under glass. So let's see. You gotta use those Procreate tricks. Press and hold to switch tools so that you're using the same tool to erase. Alright, so maybe it kind of looks like he's just holding on to the tree. Oh, I mean the mushroom, it looks cute. I don't know if you can see what I'm seeing. But I'm seeing a very cute frog. That's another thing. Your thumbnail sketches may look... Yeah, green mushroom would be good. When I'm sketching out stuff for my like thumbnail sketches, I feel like sometimes the idea is coming in through so clear, and when I go and finalize it, it's gone, and I don't know what happened. But I think that has to do with how loose your sketches are. If you're used to doing thumbnail sketches, you sort of get into a nice rhythm and you make them really loose, and then when you're finally doing your final piece, you get so tense, you're like, it has to come out, and then you kind of lose it. So I think there's a good lesson there to learn, to relax and sort of just, you know, go with the flow. I think something like that. Maybe he's got little Christmas ornaments he's hanging. And there's some ornaments here already. Put some garlands here, coming down. On a stool. I know I kind of lost the stool here, but that's fine. Okay, so I want to try to come up with at least one more. And this was something that I came up with when I was initially sort of coming up with a concept. It's just kind of like a little flash of an idea. I'm gonna try another mushroom design. I'm gonna see if I can have them. This one's gonna be flat, but it's gonna be more illustrative than anything. I want to see if I can do a bunch of little mushrooms and have them sort of sit like here, like he's sleeping in the mushrooms. Maybe this one's tilted forward, this one's tilted back, there's another one here, and then the mushrooms are all decorated for Christmas. And then he's here sleeping. There's another little mushroom there. Another one there. Okay, so now, right, thumbnail sketches. You can't really make out what's happening. I know it's a little confusing. And now it's when you get to like really tighten up and get a better idea of what you have and the stuff that you may actually pick as a final image. Maybe you come up with more than one. It's happened, at least to me. Okay, so I'm gonna just write this out. Thumbnails. And I'm gonna do this with pink and set to multiply, and that's just to make sure that the purpose of this pencil layer is going to be just to sort of darken and break out the details. I'm just going to draw right on top. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll just use the same blue. There we go. A little more desaturated. So when I start tightening stuff, I usually immediately pick my favorite one. Right now, just because it's not my favorite, I actually like this one more than the other one, but I'm gonna tighten this one up because it's really messy and I kind of want to make sure I had a good idea going. I'm not entirely sure. I'll tighten it, and then if it does something come out, maybe it will be my favorite one. Maybe it won't, but let's see. That's not working. Why is that working? Oh, wrong layer. That's why it's not working. Okay. I'll lower the size here because now I'm working with details. See, this is where you would do little corrections like that. Like, well, I don't think the arm would be just like that. It would sort of be bent down. If you're lying down like this, your arm sort of bends down first. So maybe you had a really quick thumbnail sketch that didn't have the right angle. That's fine. You can correct it when you start tightening it. That's what tightening is for. I'm gonna give them a little height. I think I'm sort of losing the details that I'm drawing here just because the layer's not dark enough. Okay, that's better. Let's give him little hands. Ooh, should we give him a booty? I think we should give him a little booty. A hidden booty. He's not that showy. He's shown it off before, but he doesn't need to boast about his booty. Let's put some mushrooms here. Let's see, that kind of looks weird. Let's see. He's looking like he's got little piggy feet instead of little froggy feet. Okay, no, that I would fix later. Then we have a mushroom there. Another mushroom there. This one's there in the background. Maybe another mushroom here in the background. This one's a little more wonky. Boop, boop. Another tiny mushroom here, and then maybe some little pebbles. Maybe a little moss growing on it. Let's make this one. And of course, so you can tell the rest are all mushrooms. Something like that. Maybe I'll add some shading really quickly. Just so that this can make a little more sense. Booty shading. Very important. Something like that. Okay, so that's one idea. And let's go to the side. And let's see. So this, he is trying to decorate this mushroom here. And that's a little too tall for him. So he's on a little stool. Nope. Got a little Christmas hat. Little Santa hat. And he's gonna have a little ornament here. I think he could make some fanciful ornaments. Little ones that kind of go like a little teardrop. There we go. Oh my god, ornaments shaped like tadpole. Well, that's kind of in the context of a frog decorating a mushroom for Christmas, putting little tadpoles on the mushroom. I'm not sure if that's kosher. I don't know where he got the little lights, but he's got little Christmas lights on this. Put a little. I'm not sure if I should put a little star, a little bow. Oh, I think the star should just be like a star. Like not attached to the mushroom, it's just part of like the design. This would make a nice little Christmas card. A card I would purchase and never actually send because I don't put the time to write Christmas cards. I give him a little Christmas sweater. Christmas sweater. Okay. I like that one way better. A lot. So, hello? I just lost connection. I was trying to be dramatic and draw something. Oh no, I was on the eraser. Alright. I'm gonna draw this one. So, I don't want to lose my other sketches because if I do ever want to actually go through with them, I will. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna group these, duplicate it, add this one, flatten this one. And now I'm going to expand it so that it fills as much of the canvas as possible, because this canvas is set to be 8.5 by 11, so it's good for printing. And this is gonna be good. Okay. Lower the opacity for this one. Now that I picked the piece that I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna really flesh it out now. Actually, this one, I may be close enough to the final piece I want to do. Let's see. I think maybe the stool may be the only thing that I'm iffy with. I'm not entirely happy with how this came out. You know what? Let's do a mirror check. Mirror check. Okay, that makes sense. So this stool kind of looks like it's tilting to the side. Let's see if I can fix that. Gonna draw this part of the stool first. This back part of the stool. I think I may need to look at stool reference because stool reference. If I search for that, I'm not gonna get what I need. One more. There we go. Maybe I don't need to put that much of an angle on it. Then you can just make it a flat stool. Oh, but that's still not. Alright. Oh. Perspective here is really what's throwing me off, and I'm not liking it. Because the drawing for in the general sense is pretty much flat, but I'm adding perspective to the stool, and it's not coming out right because the entire drawing isn't drawn in perspective, so it looks awkward. I think that may actually be. This may actually be the best option here. Those little legs are in the back. Okay. Alright, I'm getting there. So the mushroom itself, I want it to be one of those mushrooms where it kind of gets fuzzy. It starts to split up. And here it sort of comes out of the ground, and it's got a little ooh, it's coming out. So I'm gonna add that with like texture when I paint it. I may actually have to look for reference here because I want to make it look like it's on the ground, on the dirt. And what else is on the dirt or on the base of a mushroom? Let's see, mushroom. Okay. Moss, leaves, dead leaves mostly. Moss mostly. I think it'll be better if I draw little bits of moss in it. I think. Yeah. Finding good references is key for this kind of stuff. Okay, so let's see here. I'm gonna draw maybe a dead log. Not a log. I guess in this case, because we're tiny, it looks like a log, but it should be like a little piece of a branch. I'm gonna draw it here. Trying to go into the back. No, now I'm messing up the perspective again. Hold on. Okay. That's too perfect. And this is gonna have little bits of moss coming out. And maybe little things growing out of it. Have you ever seen butterfly eggs? Because they kind of look like that. They look like these little things sticking out with little dots. And then here I'm gonna draw almost like these moss ferns, little leaves like that. No, what happened? I changed colors somehow. I'm put a little stuff there, maybe. And that's a dead leaf. That's stuck there with a little stick. And then we're going back into the mushroom. No pieces of dirt. More moss back here. So we want to make it interesting. I mean, yes, it is interesting because it is a frog decorating a mushroom. Doesn't get more interesting than that. But if I want to make it look like it actually fits the setting, I have to give it a setting to fit into. little. There we go. Oh, that I'll put more detail in once I'm actually coloring. Maybe put some more little blades of grass going here. And that may actually throw my composition a little off. Now it's leaning a little too much to that side, but no, you know, kind of gives it this nice little shape there. Adding those grass blades rounds it off, so that's okay. And I'll show you what I mean with that. Basically, I'm essentially using the elements within the composition to give it a shape, which in this moment is egg shaped. And you can kind of go off of the composition and draw stuff that sticks out. So like, for example, this sticks out, and that's fine, but it still generally keeps that round egg shape, and that gives it like a togetherness. So it's together. I think I made this this ornament a little too excessive, but I like the idea of him hanging little shells, like little snail shells around it. So I might actually keep it. I might make it a little smaller. Something like that. I'm not gonna give him fingers because he looks cuter without them. And that's right, I was giving him a little sweater. I'm like, what is this? Couldn't remember what it was. Well, let's give him one of the slouchy sweaters. Yeah, he is he is quite adorable, and I'm like very excited about this. And I'm trying not to show it. I think ever since I started drawing, I would kind of get really sad because I wanted to draw cool stuff, and everybody that I knew was drawing really cool stuff. Hold on, I'm gonna move this a little more because no, this way, yes. And I noticed that everybody around me, all of my artist friends, all of my colleagues or classmates, were doing really cool stuff. I had a friend that really quickly got very serious into doing manga anime, but like really good poster print level work, and then went into the hentai stuff, which he made a lot of money, but he went into that so quickly. And I had other friends that you know, were putting art in galleries and doing really cool stuff, and I felt jealous because every time I wanted to draw, instead of drawing serious and cool stuff, I would just draw cute. And I couldn't stop drawing cute. I just really wanted to do cute. Oh, thank you. Yeah, yeah, someone on Twitch recommended the decorating the mushroom. I did want to do a mushroom and a frog from the beginning though, just because I mean, come on. But my kiddo loves frogs, and now I'm sort of starting to really like frogs. Just because, I mean, who doesn't? Perfect. And yeah, I'm just replying. I'm on, for you, those of you watching, I am, they do, don't they? But yeah, for those of you watching, I am streaming on both Twitch and on YouTube, so I may answer comments here and there from on both sides, but there we go. So I'm gonna, let's see. It's almost 9. I have about an hour and a half left, so I want to make sure I try to get as much of this done. So let's try to power through and try to get as much of this done so then I can start adding color to this. And then who knows, maybe I'll put this, ooh, maybe I'll do a phone background of this. You guys can download it. As a little background for your phones. So you have some nice little holiday backgrounds with your little frogs. And some, yeah, I think this is gonna be best if I do a little nice and floofy. The mushroom itself. Now I'm worrying about, because these aren't going to be the final lines. I do want to ink it. So right now what I'm doing is sort of making sure I have what I want for the final, before I ink. You know, making sure I'm fixing any issues, anything that doesn't look right. And I think for this, for the mushroom itself, I think I'm kind of good. I do want to add more details here. Double check if I remember what mushrooms actually look like. Yeah. I don't want to line these too detailed. I'm gonna make them. I'm gonna make the lights a little longer, and that's just because I'm almost thinking like making the lights almost like little glowing leaves. Another ornament here. Oh, maybe these are like little berries. Oh, stop it. That makes sense if these were like little blueberries or cranberries or holly. Because it's the holidays. Alright. Enough of it. Yeah, this is all gonna be garland. Which everything else makes sense how he got it, but I don't know how he would have gotten this. he made a garland out of moss or something. Ooh, snowflakes on it. That's a really good idea. Like little. They would have to be big because this is a tiny world we're drawing. With paints and patterns on them. Yeah, maybe we could do pen. I want to see how, because I do, once I do ink, I tend to stick to something. I say ink, but I'm not using anything that looks even remotely close to an ink pen. I tend to do sort of like a rough pencil texture for my inks. And I don't know if that detail's going to translate over very well, but I mean, I can definitely try it because more than once I've been surprised with trying something that I wasn't sure if it was going to look good, and lo and behold, it looks great. We're doing digital, so I always have to remind myself, it's digital. I can always try it, and if it doesn't work, I delete the layer. It may take a little longer to finish it, but I can try it. Alright, so now I want to even out the composition because I have a lot of woodland stuff on one side and not much on the other. So that's actually, yeah, I could do little patterns and lines, something simple. And then if I do it with a really nice textured brush, it'll look like it's painted on. And I don't have to worry about detailing it that much. Okay, but oh, that's right. I'm here. I forgot to give him... Where's his body? I want to make him tiptoe. Yeah, that kind of doesn't make sense if I have a... There we go. Oh, I keep forgetting. I always forget to do this when I start to stream. There we go. No, come on. There. So that regardless of all my zooming in and out and turning around, you guys have a nice little preview image there. All right. And there's the rest of him. His little heels. Oh, his little heels. And he's got his slouchy sweater. Okay. There. Okay. No, I don't like that. I was gonna add another piece of garland there. I'm trying to see if that would make sense. If it starts here and goes down there and then wraps around the back and goes down here and then goes somewhere here and falls off? No, that makes no sense. No, I think it's fine this way. I don't have to do the other end of the garland. I will. I hope you tune back or watch the video once it's posted and let me know what you think of the final piece, because I'll definitely try to include those ideas you gave me. Okay, so we got them berries. We're gonna, following that initial, I should have drawn it. Following that initial egg shape. Right, which is now more of an oval. Yeah. Awesome. Thanks. Have a good night. If it's night over there, I don't know what time it is. Let's make this a little less. There we go. So I guess it could be... There we go. Something like that. Not super slouched like I had it on the side. Maybe a little more closer to the top. That would make sense. Yeah. There. So now it makes sense. It goes wrapping around. More of a snake situation here. I may change that before the end of this though. So I think I may move that other garland there to the side just to space them out a little more. But this is looking good. I'm just gonna add more moss here. This is gonna be all moss. Oh, maybe we can add some butterfly eggs to the chair. The chair doesn't have to be just a chair. The chair could also have moss. And some little things here. And maybe some more blades of grass here on this end. Something like that. Oh, 1 second, I gotta right shift there. Let's take off this. Yeah, something like this. May not make that blade of grass so tall because it kind of reaches up to this. Something like that. I want the lines to cross there with. I want to have it coming out of where the log is. And then I'll do. Oh, this Procreate. A polygon. Okay, well, it's not a star, but close enough. Do a little rounded star. I'll definitely use a brush for this later, but for now, it gives me a good idea of what I'm drawing. And I'm not going to do it in that color. Actually, I'll just take it out. Alright, so I think... Oh, I could do the froggy chair. No, I'm not. You keep it out of Animal Crossing territory. It's not fan art. Although I'll... Next stream, next time we stream. Come January, maybe we'll do some fan art. Get some nice little froggy chair fan art going. Glad it's back. I haven't gotten it yet. I gotta get it. Okay, so this is looking ready to go. So let's group these layers. Let's get rid of this oval. Let's duplicate these again. And I'm gonna flatten this one. And now that I know that I kind of went along with this, I'm actually gonna delete that shading later because it's kind of pointless. But I'm gonna move this layer down here. I mean that layer, that group. I'm gonna rename these two sketches. Just so I remember what's there, because otherwise I always forget. Oh dang, gifts. So you know what? This leaf, that could be a gift. And I could put little acorns here. Oh my god, this is getting to a point where it's gonna be so cute. Okay. It's gonna be a acorn. Maybe there's another one here. I'm gonna have to look for acorn reference. You know what? I may actually do two versions then. I may actually do this woodland one, and then I'll do another one with little gifts. And I'll just... Because I really like the look of this now, but I've kind of put the time into it, but I also want to see it with gifts. So I'll have two alternate versions. I'll do this one, I'll do a gift one. Oh, and I just realized there's not much in the sense of lighting here on this end. So I'm gonna put some lights here. Maybe here, so they go around. There. So those are gonna be lights. Alright, so I think just to get a sense of where I'm gonna be drawing this. I'll give it a darker background so that the light on the drawing can stand up. And before I start, let me center this so I don't run out of space. No, no, yes. All right, now I'm gonna ink. So I'm gonna, I need good posture for this, because this is where I want my lines to look real good. And even though I normally never use black, I'm gonna use black this time, because if I do want to print this in a sticker form, I may want, no, it just doesn't feel right. I need to, let me go to my colors. If I find them. Okay. This is usually my inking color, and as you can see, it's not black. Not even close. I usually go with this one's more purplish tone. It matches a lot of the colors that I use when I do art, painting art. So at least for me, when I plan out murals or when I do other things that are physical, working on Procreate to plan it out and then painting it for real, using this color helps me out because I know this is the darkest color I'll use. But that's besides the point. Okay, so that's not my thumbnails, but I already know what it is. So let's start inking. I'm gonna go with my blunt end pen. And I'm gonna start right with this little boy's face. If I can get the line thickness right, yeah. Come on. Yeah, I think I'm just too zoomed in. Painting this little froggy decorating his Christmas tree. I'm not gonna line the designs on the shirt. Normally, actually, I don't know if it's really good to line it or not, but in this case, I do want it lined. But you don't have to line your work, not all the time. Sometimes, especially if you want something that's very pencil, to make it look like a pencil illustration, you don't need to do that. You can just go right ahead and start with color. Which, at some point, maybe I'll do more like that. But right now I'm really digging my inking brushes that I made. And when you have a brush that you like, it makes a difference. Working digital, I mean. Oh, that line's not what it was. No. Oh, the reptile baby. Tiny Christmas socks. I think I would lose the pattern in this particular drawing. Just I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get many details, but I'll try it because that sounds really cute. Christmas socks with patterns. What kind of patterns will a frog wear? With little mushrooms. Yeah. Little I feel like in my mind, the obvious choice would be to make it have little tadpoles, but at the same time, it's like, do we wear socks with babies on them? I know some of you do. Like those toy babies. I guess the equivalent would be to have fuzzy socks with. You know what? I think I may just have the snail on the mushroom. That's true, you could wear human baby socks. I mean, I'm sure they sell human baby socks. That's not the question. Are human baby socks holiday attire? Yeah. As I was saying human baby socks, I'm like, maybe maybe that may not be the best way to call them. Um, they wouldn't be called infant socks, then that's just socks for infants. Uh, Socks with babies on them. This acorn looking like he's wearing a grandma wig. I may have to revisit this acorn, but in the interest of trying to get this inked before 9:30. Okay, if I'm gonna give him little booties, not booties. I'm thinking boots. I'm not thinking booties. I'm thinking boots. I may just have to make like a Santa with like the full-on Santa outfit. And I'm thinking reindeer, but Santa frog wouldn't reindeer. What would a Santa frog? What would his sleigh be pulled by? This is gonna, this is gonna mess with me. I'm gonna be thinking about this. Yeah. Now, you know, in that scenario where you have socks with human children on them, with Christmas socks, I think you're gonna run into the same issue that I'm gonna run into. Is, you know, you lose the detail, and then does it read as babies with socks that are for Christmas, or pattern of babies with really red feet? And then, is that what you want? So that may not be what you want. Okay, so this was supposed to be a dead leaf. Oh, I did make another layer because I'm gonna do another layer for the stuff that kind of goes on in front. So I'm thinking this moss, the frog, and the mushroom, and then the background stuff, because that's just going to make it easier for coloring. Not our Christmas. I can tell you that it's not my Christmas. My Christmas does not involve those sorts of hijinks. Yes. I mean, what if... I don't want to get sacrilegious here. But what if the babies were just tiny Jesus babies on the socks? Maybe you could get by that. Maybe that would get you through. Okay, the Santa hats. Oh, speaking. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot to ink his little Santa hat. Hold on. Actually, I may need that other brush here. There it is. He's very focused. And Jesus babies with hats. It would be too much for the socks. It would maybe just have to be one big Jesus baby with a Santa hat on the sock. Then at that point, I think you've lost the entire point of the sock. Or no, maybe that's the entire point of the sock. What am I saying? I'm going crazy here. Oh boy. Inking plants. So fun. This is gonna take me forever. I'm not gonna ink this now, because if I start inking this now, I'm gonna be here. So let's try to at least get this stuff done. Now I'm gonna zoom. Let's try to zoom in. Maybe. You know what I'll do is things to add. List, I need list. Fuzzy socks. Fuzzy socks and a snail. And ornament patterns. Alright. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So he's butt naked, really, because he's a frog, and that's fine. But he's wearing a little Christmas sweater. So I don't know if you guys, I didn't mention it because this was gonna be a surprise, or at least in my head, I thought this was the whole narration scenario that I thought is he has a sweater with a Christmas tree on it, and he's like, look at this beautiful Christmas tree. I don't have a Christmas tree. I'm gonna decorate this mushroom. And that's why he's decorating the mushroom, because he wanted to look like a Christmas tree. There's a background story to this in my head already. Whether or not it makes sense, that's what I thought of. Welcome. Welcome to my thought pattern. So we're getting to this garland here. Now I think in this sort of scenario, the garland would have to be made of more moss. So this is going to be a very mossy tree. Yeah. Oh my god, maybe the snail's eating the moss. He's just eating the garland. To him, it's food. Okay, so I have the garland in the front. Now I'm gonna put another layer so I can draw this mushroom here. And I'm gonna increase the size of my brush. I'm not a huge fan of when a lot of my lines intersect. I think it kind of... I've learned to like it when your mind has to connect the lines. I think it looks really nice. So I'm not sure if I keep that or not. Yeah, no, it's not gonna work. Yeah, I like it. I think it looks more interesting when your mind is the one that has to sort of connect the dots. Closer to what's actually on the background, you know? He is perfect. You guys probably haven't seen my previous stream when I drew him, when I invented him. Let me see if I can find them. That's not there. It's not there. No, I think I've already moved him on to the permanent file. But look at him. Look at him there. Upset because he has no internet connection. I think I may be able to show it separately. I have still like the image of when I made him. It should be on my stream history. I think I made it into a highlight. But I gave him a big, beautiful, shiny butt. No pants. He doesn't need them. Okay, this thing needs to be a little lower and going back. I'm starting to tilt it. Starting to tilt this thing that I said was very, very sturdy. Put another light back there. I think the worst part about this drawing is gonna be that now I'm gonna want to do a Christmas tree like this in my own house, and I'm gonna have to be on the lookout for frog ornaments for the rest of my life, or buying materials to make frog ornaments and make snails and decorate my tree with snails and frogs and mushrooms. No, too thick. Alaskan tapes. One of these days I'll be able to do music on pretzel without having to have the thing connected. And it's not gonna disrupt my chat. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I have dogs upstairs. Not my dogs, my neighbors. I can hear the little tippy taps. And it warms my heart. Okay, let's look in. Just look in. Erase that. And put this. Maybe I'm gonna put the snail on this. I'm thinking I want it to balance out the image. Oh, come on, stop now. I want it to balance out the image. So I want to wait until the inks are done to know exactly where I want to put him. Because I have changed some of the stuff from the original sketch, particularly here. Which I'm not sure if I'm going to put him. I know I say here and I rub, but you guys can't see that. Hold on. Here or here, somewhere in those areas is where I'm going to put that snail. It's on my list. I'm not going to forget. With the fuzzy socks, we're going to try that. And yes, his face is quite gorgeous. He's got a very cute dopey face. I think when we first created Gerald, is his name, Katie and I created him, and I think we chose not to give him like expressive eyes, because I feel, I don't know if you've heard the story of Hello Kitty. Is Hello Kitty was created without a mouth, and then the creator said that it was because since she doesn't have a mouth, you as the viewer are left to sort of imagine whatever her expression is. And in this case, I think it works with the eyes too. If we leave it without any sort of like direction or to tell you whether his eyes are closed or open, or with any sort of expression, it really kind of puts you at this place where you kind of have to, you give him whatever expression you want, and I think it works perfectly fine. I think I may have to. I'm gonna color these. These aren't gonna stay in this. And by these, I mean the lines of the mushrooms under the mushroom. Those are gonna have to be colored in some way. Oh, maybe, yeah, maybe it could be. Maybe it's on the chair, but then I would have to cover up his. Or maybe the snail on the mushroom is his pet frog, his pet snail. And he is, he is definitely, eating all of Harold's hard work here. That would suck. I spent hours decorating a Christmas tree and I had Bunny on the tree eating all my Christmas tree decorations. That's actually what's happening. Bunny, my cat, I know, cat, Bunny. Bunny, my cat, has been really into the Christmas decorations. I had to put, I cut up an orange and try to rub the orange all along the tree, the bottom of the tree, to see if that would stop her, and no. It's like I might as well have done nothing. Gotta worry about some of these curves because I don't think they're all headed in the right direction. Oh, you're gonna show off, Bunny? Let her have her 5 minutes. Come on. Simba. Do you see yourself on the screen? Is that what you're looking at? And how beautiful you look? Do you want to sit here while I draw? Yeah. This is okay. Okay, seems to be okay. No, you lost out. You're not getting her back. She's very relaxed now, and so am I. It's very hard to draw one hand. But it's harder to live without you in my life. That was cheesy, and you have no idea what that means.
She's still gonna be here. She's just gonna be in a different room.
No, but she's warming me right now, so sorry. Alright, it's hard to draw when you put your hand on the screen. But I've never had her this relaxed. She's never, like, been like, alright, I'll sleep on you. This is video proof. This is being recorded. And now I'm gonna be able to show the world, look, my cat doesn't hate me. Alright? I won't tell the world that you don't hate me. I've been put in my place.
Perfect.
There wasn't a lot of claw in that, but there was claw. Were you upset that I stopped petting you or something? Because now you're back to normal. She demanded pets. Alright, so we're done with the line art here. And you know what? I do think I may be able to add the snail there. So let's do a quick little sketch of a snail. I'm looking at the time. Still got about an hour to go. And if I try to draw a snail right now, all I'm thinking of is Gary Snail from SpongeBob, and that's not the kind of snail I want to draw. So let's see. I did draw a snail a long time ago. Wait, what layer am I on? No, I don't want to draw on that one. Oh, are you upset that she's not petting you anymore? I'm trying to remember. There's this big sculpture of a snail in Coral Gables. And it's like a giant pink snail. I used to drive by it a lot. And I think that's probably gonna be my best reference, mental reference. A recommendation from the lady next to me is that I draw this. Which, I don't, do you like that? I don't think she likes that. I don't think she likes that. So I think...
Oh, you're talking about that snail? They really made one?
Do you wanna go? Are you done? Okay. Thank you. Cat time is over. I did want to draw him eating one of the ornaments. I don't know if I've drawn him big enough. I think like that. Let's put these two together. I'm gonna give him just the one little whisker. I think that's fine. Come on. I don't know if I want to draw his eyes. Let's see if this works. There's a lot of lines there, so it's becoming hard to tell what's happening. No. Not so sure how I feel about the snail. Maybe it's not the right style. What am I doing here? Snail reference, snail reference. Make them look a little more realistic. That may actually work. Because everything else in this scenario is so much more realistic than the frog. Like the acorns, the little moss patches, all that. And the line weight may be a little off, but I do like this a lot more. So for now, I'm gonna keep them in a separate layer, but I'm gonna keep them. Okay, I think I'm done. I'm done with that, and this is the foreground. This is the midground. And I say foreground, but not really. It's for the most part. It's not all foreground. And I'm just realizing this line. No bueno. When lines do this, you see how it looks like it's continuing off from this one? At that point, you're better off not having it at all. I'm gonna erase this. Sort of. There, making it disappear a little more. There. That actually looks better. Oh, and it took away the name. Haha. So let's keep adding to this. I like to add little things like this in a different layer in case I don't feel confident with it and I can remove it. Most of the time I keep it, but it makes me a little more relaxed to draw like that, and in turn being more relaxed gets me better line art. So I see it as a win-win, whether or not it actually gets used for its purpose. Okay, so we have a little stick that comes out of here from under this. And back to lining moss. This is just a type of moss. There's so many different types of moss, but I thought I didn't think this is one that would look good with the piece. This is the one that was in the reference, so this is what I drew because it was easier than just coming up with my own. But I may get crazy and add some things like this that weren't in the line art in the sketch. I know there's some little tiny string types of moss that kind of look like that. Almost like the garland around the mushroom tree. I know this because I just bought a bunch of decorations that had like moss. And it's everywhere now. I was just thinking, you know, instead of drawing gifts, didn't I already draw gifts? Because considering they're woodland creatures, is in moss and acorns and dead leaves and food, kind of what they're going for. Just throwing that out there. I love drawing these little squiggly lines. Alright, I'm not sure if I like this song too much because it keeps doing that little distortion. And, nope. Nope, nope, nope. That's there. Our leaves. More little extra decorations there. Oh, this is actually, I don't remember. More mushrooms. There we go. Now we're going to the background. Delete that. And let's do boop. Background. The snail must feel so lucky he gets his own layer. Oh, what are you doing? There's moss there. Oh no, it's the tree. And only these little details because the moss that I was referencing actually had like little lines coming out of it, almost looking like little scallop leaves, and I thought that was really cute, so I want to make sure I keep that. And that's looking very nice and neatly done. Oh, I just realized I added all of those little thingies to this back layer here. Okay, so let's cut it out. Cut and paste. And that's gonna go in the foreground layer. And this should all be background layer, yeah. There we go. I'm gonna add like random sticks. I wanted to, but I'm not gonna do it. So I'm still in the background. And oh, that's right, the garland. Is this it? Am I done? I think I'm done. That's good. Very good. I'm gonna fix this really quick because I just realized I posted it when I didn't mean to. There we go. Oh man, that's awesome. I gotta sign it. Let's put it right here. Nice and hidden. No. Come on, what layer is this on? Oh. Oops, what am I doing? All right, let's get some flats on this. All right, so no, that's not how I cross out. Done. Ooh, I have 30 minutes left. I know I can't color that quickly, but I'm gonna try to get some colors on this quickly. Let's think of a color palette here. That might not be bad. I'm gonna make this really tiny just so I can test out a color palette. That's too bright. Oh, it's the same color. That's good. They're not all gonna be this color. I'm just sort of brainstorming here. So I think once I get an idea of what colors I want to use, or at least what palette, I can end it. And by end it I mean the stream. But I'm not sure how many colors. I don't want to add too many colors. sort of go with maybe classic. Classic red mushroom. So it's super Christmassy. So this hat will be red too. Nope. What else would be red? Well, I guess in that case I could make a sweater red. I could also make, let's see, some, no. If I make the ornaments red, they're not gonna sting me now, so it's actually good that I keep them all blue. But I do have to try to balance it out. So red here, not a bad idea. Oh, and I guess the shell would be, oh, that would be fine. The snail, let's see. Oh, I drew that, but I wanted to add more. This, there we go. This is closer to the background a little bit. That's right here we have tree in the background. We have a little bit of moss. A little bit of more moss. More moss. That sounds like I'm saying more and moss in Spanish. It's the same thing. Okay. And acorns are a little different color. Ooh, they can be green. Not in this case, but I'm saying just in general. Wow. Oh, I guess they can be a nice mix between these two. This one for highlight. Are you okay? You trying to come in? Yeah. No, don't walk on my keyboard. Ah, don't walk on my keyboard. Don't walk on my keyboard. Oh, get out of the keyboard. The cat was on the keyboard. Gotta turn off the keyboard. I always forget. Just want to show up here in the background or something? Maybe this here for the snail. And something more of a yellow for this. I'm making sure a little bit more here too. put that same orange here. So it looks together. And then I'm gonna add trying my Christmas decorations that I have planned to work on later. That's right, there's moss here. And then let me do really quickly some Christmas lights. May finish this being a little earlier because I am hungry. You reading my wire? I think I made that all at once, right? I don't think I'm missing any little Christmas balls, no? This one. Don't need that. Glowing effect. See, we need how tiny is this? Oh, that's very tiny. Oh, that's very big. You're still eating that? This is the Christmas tree all over again. To duplicate this. Let me see it with a darker background. Wrong menu. Bad. Let's do a star. Where's my star? Not this one? No, it's not that one. Nope. 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 Where's the trunk star? There it is. There it is. Bigger. Oh, should have put it on a different layer. Oopsie. Cut and paste. I should make it bigger. Yes. Like that. Blur. Where's that more? And no, it's not what I wanted. Undo. No, this is a nice little color test. It's not final colors, this is just to test out the colors, but this, I'm liking this. So let's do a shading test, a rendering test here. Here's my shader. Should I use my filler? That's a bigger brush. Hmm. Good shape test here so far. Don't be pooping in here. It's not to poop. It's just a bag. I'm terrified she's gonna poop in a bag. She's doing that pawing thing. No, let's see what you do. She did want to poop, but she just went to the bathroom. Wow. Stop the tragedy. All a day's work. Reflections to where the lights bounce off. Almost 10:30. Almost 10:30. That's not for pooping. That's not for pooping, kitty cat. I know you. I know what you want to do. It's not gonna work. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of bouncy light on this one. I think that's a good test of it. And I think I'm gonna call it quits here. Let's see. Maybe adding something here in the background to just give it a little more depth. Like a hint that maybe there's trees back here. No, I feel like I just filled it up with a bunch of scribbles. Alright, pooped. This was so much fun. I'm so glad I drew this because I really liked it. Going into it, thinking about it, coming up with ideas for it was great. And thank you for everybody that pitched in with ideas because I'll definitely. Oh, sweet. Before I sign off, let me try fuzzy little Christmas socks. I'm gonna do them red so they match his hat. Little mushrooms. I'm not sure if I like this. I don't think